wishin Gichimanadu. Help me, Great Spirit. Duka wishin Undo Minaway Nungu. Help me to speak well. There are some old-timers, traditional Indians who will tell you that you shouldn't pray, you shouldn't videotape yourself praying. That ceremonies should never be photographed or videotaped. So that's not our way. In the traditional way, back in the days of the grandfathers, you would never post a prayer on YouTube. What? It reminds me one time I was talking to some of these old Indian guys at the Leech Lake Tribal College back in the day. And they were talking about traditional teachings and stuff like that. And one of the young guys, he goes, I heard it's very bad to get transplants. That the traditional way is that you shouldn't ever get like a heart transplant or a kidney transplant, you know, because our spirit is in our body, you know. And I asked the old timer, I go, is there anything to that? Is that a traditional taboo or something? And he kind of giggled and he goes, I don't know, man. That sounds to me kind of like one of them new rules. I mean, how many heart transplants were they doing back in the days of, you know, Sitting Bull? So, you know, what is a traditional, what are the rules? People are always asking me, hey, what is the traditional Ojibwe custom of giving out a name? You know, what? Look, I'm old, but I'm not that old. I'm only 56. Want me to speak for the people who lived in the 1700s? What? But I guess that comes with the territory of teaching Ojibwe. One of the most fulfilling things about doing the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast is that it's given me an opportunity, I suppose, to write songs in Ojibwe. You know, it makes the most sense. Our little children's show of language acquisition. The best way that you could teach someone how to speak a language is to teach them the songs. You know, Frere Jacques, Frere, you know. So we've written songs about blueberry pie. Mina bashki mina sagani, bitu se chikani, bakwe jikan. Sage and smudging. Bushkode jibik, bushkode jibik, nukwe jikan. I think yesterday we released a video for Leech Lake. Ga miskwa wa kugag. But here's a prayer in Ojibwe.
Oh.
The song is called BOOZHOO Gichimanadu. Hello, Great Spirit. BOOZHOO Gichimanadu, miigwech gaiji gakina gegu. Gaiji, Chigea, Nungu, BOOZHOO Gichimanadu, miigwech gaiji gakina gegu. Gaiji, Chigea, Nungu, Nimiigwech wenda, Gaiji, Amadizian. Miigwech wenda, Ga OJIBWE madazian, ga iji kakina gegu. Miigwech, miigwech, itchimana do miigwech, miigwech, ga iji kakina gegu. Ni miigwechi wendan, itchimana do.
Oh, wow. That was great.
Yeah, that was.
Ladies and
What we're
gentlemen,
working on anyway.
Michael Lyons on the guitar.
Boozhoo Gitchimanadu. Hello, Great Spirit. Miigwech. Gaiji kakina gegu. Gaiji chikean nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Ni miigwechi wendam. Gaiji bamadazian. Thank you for my life. Ni miigwechi wendam. Gaiji webak. Thank you for the weather. These are just some of the Ojibwe phrases of the day. Next up, let's do a song that you might have heard on the radio.
On the radio?
Boozhoo Gitchimanadu. Hello, Great Spirit. Miigwech gaiji kakina gegu. Gaiji chikean nungu. Thank you for everything that you do today. Thank you for my microphone. Thank you for my camera phone. Miigwech Gabamadaziyan. Thank you for my life. Gitchimanadu. How about you guys? Are you grateful for your life? Or is life just one relentless pain in the neck? Oh, for a moment's satisfaction. You know, is this all there is? Just a constant struggle until you die? And then what? Then what happens? What happens? Ishkwa b'madaziyan. Ishkwa b'madaziyan. Or b'madazi. Ishkwa b'madazi. What happens after life? You go to heaven? You go to hell? You go to purgatory? What? Yeah, we made up another one. Purgatory. I think they quit talking about that. But when I was a kid, the Catholics said there was like an in-between heaven. Oh, you know, if you're... Let's say you did some bad stuff. I'm not saying what. I'm a Catholic priest. But let's say you did some bad stuff. You probably don't deserve to go to heaven. But you're not so bad. You still, you still read the Bible. You didn't read the Bible, but whatever. You get to go to purgatory. Like, number one, how would you ever get this information? What is that word, purgatory? You get purge? Purgatory? Is that what it is? You purge? You get the runs and throw up? It's stupid. Religion is stupid. God is great. Religion is dumb. That's what I think. Even traditional religion. Even people who take everything so literal. Or I don't know. I mean, I take everything completely literally. I don't think God is love. I think God is the creator. I think love is love. I think what the Bible describes the earth being like was and is literally true. I believe in a dome over the earth. That's what the Bible says. I believe the Creator created it. I don't believe human beings ever had special information that you and I didn't have. I don't believe Moses was a special boy and a little better than the rest of us, and God gave him, special access to him that you or I don't have. I suspect Moses is probably full of crap. One thing I believe is that people lie. Bunch of liars. Liars and cheaters. But you and me, we're solid. I'm not talking about you guys. You guys are cool. You take a minute to watch these videos and listen to me ramble on and think about stuff. Anyway, this has been Quitting Weed, number 15, by Michael Lyons. Miigwech bizendawieg. Thank you for listening. I will see you again. Iga wabamin. Vinowa. We should do a live stream tonight.
You want to do a live stream?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I miss watching you guys.
We were just on like 2 days ago.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we could do a live stream.
Why don't you guys join us tonight for a live stream, BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast with the lovely and talented Natasha.
BOOZHOO Gakina Aliyah. Hello, everybody.
And what about the lovely and talented NANABOOZHOO? I mean, he's going to be there too, right? I'm not going to watch a show if NANABOOZHOO's not there. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO. How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Redcorn?
Oh, is John here?
Yep.
Way down in Louisiana, across the New Orleans.
Back behind the woods among the evergreens. BOOZHOO, John. You know, he never did learn to read or write so well.
But he could play a guitar like he's ringing a bell.
Yep. Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while?
What's that?
Gave out our gold stars.
Oh, that's right. Gold star for John. He's first in class.
Gold star, John.
Put him on the board. Who's in second?
Kaya. Kaya's here with a David Bowie. Hello.
Well, hello, love. And Kaya gets a silver star.
Silver star for Kaya. And then in third place, we've got Jim Dunn.
Jim Dunn.
BOOZHOO, Jim. Welcome back to the show. Jim in third place with what, a bronze star?
Yep, bronze star for Jim.
How you doing, Rockstar Cartoonist? I'm doing great, man. How are you? Not too bad. I really like those quitting weed shorts that you've been doing. Yeah, they're fun, huh? Yeah. You're teaching more Ojibwe than I teach on this thing. Not really. Oh, what's our Ojibwe word of the day, sweetie?
Were you going to talk about heaven?
Oh, yeah, I think I was gonna keep going on the afterlife theme. Today's Ojibwe word of the day. Well, actually, you know what, sweetie? Before we get into that, behind it all is that what we're really trying to talk about is the truth.
The truth?
Yep, Debwewin. In Ojibwe, we call the truth Debwewin. And wisdom is Nabwakawin.
Nabwakawin. Auntie Natasha's moment of Nabwakawin.
Yep, that's what we call it. A moment of wisdom. Now, wisdom is tough to define, but I think it has something to do with, hey, John just cashed in his gold star.
John, miigwech.
Miigwech, John. Thank you so much. We need it. Thank you so much. Chi miigwech for your super chat. And the truth, the Debwewin. Wisdom has something to do with understanding the truth. Wisdom is not something you're born with. You can't just have good DNA. You know, like some people are just born good looking. Yeah, like me. Exactly. You were just born with kind of perfect facial features. Wisdom has to be earned. You gotta walk the road. You gotta walk the red road for a long time. Actually, walking the black road, you can earn some wisdom too. You can learn stuff the hard way. But in the end, if you're wise, that's when you can tell what is the truth. And so, I asked the question, sweetie. Yeah. What is the truth about what happens? Ishkwa b'madazi. Afterlife? Yeah. Ishkwa b'madazi. Oh, we're always kind of harping on, oh, this life is so cruel. Oh, woe is me. Life this, life that. You ever notice that everything people complain about has something to do with their lives? Yeah. Ishkwa b'madazi. Afterlife. But what happens after life? Does anybody really know for sure? There's a lot of people that pretend they know, that they know the truth. Oh, I know for sure. If, you're of this denomination of, religion, then you go to heaven. Oh, lucky you, little boy. You just happen to be born into the one true religion. We have the truth. Everybody else is going to hell. That's what everybody thinks. Their religion is the truth. Everybody else's religion is going to get them into hell. Now, I was raised... Well, I wasn't really raised. I was raised by wolves. But the religious instruction that the adults kind of in a half-ass way imparted to me was Christianity. I went to the Christian church camps. I went to Sunday school and Baptist church every Sunday. Sometimes go to youth group meeting on Wednesdays. Wednesday at school, sometimes they had Wednesday release time. They'd release you from school, send you down to church. Get some more church in the middle of the week. And they all tried to tell you stuff, but it wasn't until I grew up and got my own wisdom. Nabooshoo? Yeah. Once I started to discern between the truth and the BS, I was like, you know what? All those people trying to teach me, they didn't understand it at all. What do you mean? They're like, okay, little boy, here's how you get into heaven. You got to be washed in the blood of the Lamb. Like, I beg your pardon? It's a metaphor, but it's literal. So, do you believe? What do you mean, do I believe? Do you believe that you're washed in the blood of the Lamb? Say you believe, you're okay. If you secretly don't understand what we're talking about, and you suspect we don't either, keep that to yourself. It's like Santa Claus. And you go, okay, what do I have to say? And it's like they present Jesus like he's holding your ransom. Do you believe I died on a cross? If you think maybe I didn't die, then you're going to hell. It's like, what? That's the message they boiled down. So I had to wrestle with these ideas my whole life. And I finally kind of understand. It's like, no, it's not. You don't just have to believe. It's stupid. Yes, you can believe in the story in the Bible. God sent his son. His name was Jesus. And Jesus drove out demons and healed people and told people to quit clowning around and that heaven was real. And he called himself the Son of Man. He didn't call himself the Son of God. Except he called God his Father. Yeah. But he also said God was our Father too, and he called us brothers and sisters. But religious people never understand the Jesus story. They don't understand who he was. They don't know him. They say stuff like, you got to get to know Jesus. Well, how? By coming to my church, listen to me tell you stories about somebody I don't understand. And tell you weird voodoo stuff. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? What? No, I'm not into voodoo, thank you. I'm not going to wash myself in blood. Ugh.
Hey, sweetie,
Yeah?
you got a call on line 2.
Oh, okay. Huh. Caller, welcome to the Ojibwe language podcast about religion and all that. You're on the air. Nanaboozhoo. It is I, the Count Van Count. Hey, Count. Sweetie, it's old Count Van Count from Sesame Street.
Well, hi, Count. How are you?
Hello, Natasha. I am doing very well indeed. But I have to ask you a question, Nanaboozhoo. Yeah, anything. What's on your mind? When you were talking about blood, I want to know, can I drink your blood? No, you can't drink my blood. I mean, is it just me, or is this fascination with blood? It's like a death cult. What is your blood quantum? What is my blood quantum? Yes. How much Indian blood do you have? That's another thing. Indians never ask that, but white people always want to know how much Indian I am. What's my blood quantum? And I think it's, everyone's all obsessed with your blood. Do you have blue blood? Are you part of the royal line, a lineage? Like, shut up with that. Never mind, it doesn't matter. How much of your blood did you just drink? I love to drink blood because, as you know, I am a vampire. Yeah, I know. Isn't it about time you go out and start flying around like a bat? Yes, I suppose so. It is time for me to get to work because I love to bite necks. One neck. Two necks. I drink their blood and I drink them dry. Okay, this is getting weird. Listen, I gotta go count. But I'll see you again. Kika wabamin. Minawa. Kika wabamin. Minawa.
He's so crazy.
Yeah, I know. The Count. All he's interested in is drinking blood. Francis Paulechke. Hey, bonjour, Francis. Do you suppose Francis is actually a dude?
What do you mean?
Like Fran Tarkington? Sometimes Francis is a guy.
It's tough to say. I think it's a girl.
It's probably a woman. Because the Indian women are still the last ones to get old lady names.
What do you mean?
Well, not all Indian women. I've noticed that a lot of the res girls like to name their kids. I know this sounds kind of racist, but like they're black or something.
What?
Like, oh, this is my son, Deshaun. And you're like, why did you name your kid Deshaun? You're an Ojibwe. But there's still a lot of kind of old traditional Indians who'll name their babies old lady names like Dolores, Francis.
Yeah, I love those names.
Yeah, I like all the old lady names. Leona. Don't make up new names. I'm Jilica. No, that's not. You're making up. You're smushing. There's already good names out there. Catherine. But Francis says, I'm a strong indigenous warrior woman. See, I knew it was one of those old lady, not old lady, but traditional Indian ladies.
Bonjour, sister.
Bonjour, Nijikwe. She's a warrior woman. She's an Ogamakwe.
She's a warrior woman. Ogamakwe.
Don't mess with Indian women. They're the last ones who still like to fight. Here's an Ojibwe word of the day. If you ever hear a res Indian lady say, Skoden, you'll best up and leave. Skoden! Skoden, in English, means let us go then. And what it indicates is when an Indian lady is going to start taking off her rings, take off her earrings, take off the rings off her finger. She's like, hold my beer. She's ready to fight. Skoden. And also, what's the other one? Studis. Studis. Stoodis. Studis. Yeah, you don't want to be around. Those are the last fighters I ever kind of saw in bars. Yeah. That's another reason why I'm so glad we don't drink and go to bars anymore. The fights. Yeah. Last time I saw a fight break out, it just broke out of nowhere. Right on a dance floor. I had to stand behind my own amplifier to keep from, I was like, we need to get some chicken wire. I don't want these bottles to be flying around. But these two old hags, fat old Walmart ladies, started duking it out in the bar. And then pretty soon there were other people trying to pull them off, and then they were fighting. And, you're like, man, you guys really hate our music. I don't know. What do you think happens after we die?
Well, I don't know. I guess I believe in heaven and an afterlife.
Do you? Do you believe in Abian?
In Ishpeming?
Yeah, here's my thing on these words. Abian. In the Lord's Prayer in Ojibwe, when they first were translating Ojibwe to English, they asked them, how do you say, Our Father who art in heaven? And the Indian guy says, Nusana wakwing Abian. Abian, in heaven. Or heaven. Our Father, Nusana, is like the old way of saying Baba, your dad. Wakwing, in, who art, whatever. But Ishpeming actually means in heaven. They would say, Anagug Ishpeming. Stars are in heaven. The Ojibwe's understanding of the sky, the Gijig, was that it was a solid dome that a tree could grow up to, and you could climb off of the branches of the tree and stand on the sky. They also believed that the birds and the wind came from outside of the big dome that's over the ground. Ishpeming could be the Ojibwe word for dome. But everybody's been so hypnotized to mock and scoff at the rejection of the globe that even Indian people don't know what to do with the word Ishpeming. It's like, no, that means in heaven, in the dome. Yeah, the stars are in the dome. I'm not sure how it works. It looks like they're affixed to the dome. And the whole dome moves around us. In the middle of the dome is the North Star. That's why it never moves. But all the constellations move around. I know I'm telling you this like you don't know it already.
Yeah, I know. I'm just listening.
But, yeah. But heaven. And even heaven, I've made jokes before that, back in the days of the grandfathers, they didn't talk about heaven being a place with, pearly gates and clouds. They didn't call it that.
They called it the happy hunting grounds.
No, that's what white people thought we believed. You watch the John Wayne movies and be like, oh yeah, Indians be like, when you go to the happy hunting grounds and you smoke 'em the peace pipe. No. Now we call the heaven Gagage Menawanagozi ge winning. The place of everlasting happiness. That's all heaven was. It wasn't a happy hunting. I mean, what would the happy hunting grounds be? You die, you wake up, you're in line, they're handing out rifles. Like, here you go, Mr. BOOZHOO. Here's your rifle and your unlimited ammo. Go ahead, happily hunt for your own food. Life well lived. Your reward is you have to hunt your own lunch. But there's lots of deer. And then you go, why are there deer in heaven who are going to be shot and killed? Is this deer hell? It's all subjective. Yeah, this is where the evil deer, this is where Santa's reindeer come. You get to hunt them. If there's any heaven, the first thing I want to do is hunt Santa Claus. Yeah. Get out of my house, you old pervert. But for Indians, it was the land of everlasting happiness. Gagage Menawanagozi ge winning. And, or you could say A being, heaven. And that's all I know about that. Is that all you know? That's all I know. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You want to take another call? Oh, sure, I'll take another call. On line 2? This will be on line 2, yep. Hello, caller. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air.
Yes, NANABOOZHOO. It's me, it's Prince Harry of Essex, as it were.
Hey, Harry. I haven't heard from you in a while. Hey, Harry, remember it's Megan's husband. Oh, hi, Harry. Where's Megan?
Oh, I'm afraid I have terrible news. I'm afraid my Megan and I, we've decided to part ways.
What's this now?
I'm afraid our union is sadly, we've reached an impasse. I fear we're going to get a divorce.
You're getting a divorce?
Yes, and please, I beg of you, I so need my privacy. I do not want people talking about this. It's a personal, private business. It's no one's concern. And so I would ask you respectfully, NANABOOZHOO, if you would please respect our privacy and let us deal with our crumbling marriage, I'm afraid.
Well, why did you call up if you don't want us talking about it?
Well, it's no one's business but my own. I left my family because I wanted to live a normal life. I did not want to have to tell the whole world everything I was going through. And as you know, they never wanted me to be king in the first place.
What do you mean?
I was the spare. My older brother, when my father dies, heaven forbid, it's not long, but then my older brother, he'll become king, and unless he dies, I shall never be king. I don't know what to do.
Well, here's what you do. You got to take out Grandpa and your dad and brother if you want to. Don't give him that advice. Well, I don't know. What do you want me to do about it?
Well, I just want my privacy.
Well, here's what you do with that. Number 1, don't get a divorce. You and Megan are perfect for each other. Nobody can stand either of you. And just as we all stop talking about you, you call up. Now is your opportunity to mind your own business. I think the world's had enough.
But we just want our privacy. I want to go on every talk show and tell them to leave us alone.
Well, just don't go on the talk shows.
But you have no idea. To live in a spotlight. As you know, my mum, she died.
Yeah, we all know. He goes on more about his mom dying than Bruce Wayne. Yeah. Okay? People's moms die. I'm very sorry. That was a long time ago. Get over it. Listen, I almost called him Bruce. Bruce Wayne. Listen, Mr. Wayne. Listen, Harry. I gotta go. But I'll see you again. Giga waba min, minawa.
Giga waba min, minawa nanaboozhoo.
Yeah, I don't know why. If he wants his privacy, why does he keep calling up?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Hey, those are not Ojibwe words. Says Dr. Evils is back. Well, BOOZHOO, Dr. Evils. How you doing? Who's not speaking Ojibwe in our show? Is it us?
Were you speaking Dakota again?
I don't know. Yeah, I know what the doc is talking about. Vincent Zach is back. Bonjour, Vincent. Vincent says, "Anin, Michael." Hey, Vincent, how you doing? Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. Did you guys know that Michael Lyons has published some books on Amazon.com?
Yeah, I know about it.
I think every school should have these. And hey, okay, here's a little Ojibwe wisdom. Bug school. Bug. Today is Ojibwe phrase of the day and moment of history. Bugonegishig. Bugonegishig. Hole in the day. Back in the days of the grandfathers, allegedly, there was a man called Chief Bugonegishig. I say allegedly because ever since I uncovered so many holes in the Chief Bemidji story, it's got me wondering about all the so-called historical Ojibways. But apparently there's a guy named Chief Hole in the Day who eventually, when they started crappy res school in the 80s, Bugonegishig, so bad at teaching Ojibwe that even the locals could never pronounce Bugonegishig. They just call it the Bug School. But anyway, Bug School, I've been out there a number of times to present, Michael's brought his guitar out there and sang about his grandpa and boarding schools and that. And we also shared dozens of books and coloring books. In fact, one time Michael went out there with a whole box full of these ones. Here we go. And every kid got their own copy of an English Ojibwe coloring book. And this is a thick coloring book, by the way. There's got to be 200 pages in here, 400 coloring, And on top of that, it's also got perforated pages. So you can rip them out easily and hang it on the fridge. And I thought that was very considerate of you, Michael. Yeah, well, I used to be a printer. Yep. So, Michael gives them all away, and what do the teachers say? Oh, this is great. Hey, can we make photocopies? It's like, Michael's too polite to say this, but it's like, yeah, of course you can. That's what you've been doing for the last 10 years. Instead of paying for these books. It's not your money, you guys. You can spend money on coloring books and Ojibwe language reference books. Do you know that in 2023 there still isn't an Ojibwe language textbook? Well, Michael Lyons put together a quick, easy, convenient reference guide of beginning Ojibwe words and phrases. Days of the week, colors, months of the year, animal names, greetings, how to say, I will see you again, prayers. if you're pretending to be teaching Ojibwe language, you should have this book. And don't just make copies off the internet. You can order it. Click the links below. Otherwise, quit bugging us. I just think I'm probably doing more damage than good for your sales, Michael. That's okay. Also, Nijis and Nijikwes, if you'd like to support our show, become a member. Join. There's a button down there that says join. $4.99 a month. You can become part of the BOOZHOO crew and get exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and discussions with Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist. Get some, cat videos, Natasha's Moment of Wisdom, music videos. But mostly just, it really would really help us out. Also, don't be too embarrassed to tell your friends that you watch a puppet show and you're a grown adult. Oh, everybody here is like secretly watching our show just for the cheap laughs. But they don't want their bosses to know that this is how they spend their evenings. It's okay. Tell them you're trying to support this crazy guy who's trying to teach Ojibwe language and culture to the kids in a creative way. And you appreciate the art form by sharing our videos. Just put when we get done here, I go share it to your Facebook page. I go, hey, check this out. This is funny. Because we need to raise some money here. We're taping everything on this old cell phone from 10 years ago. I'm not even sure how the audio is tonight because I bent the little plug-in thingy to the microphone. So now I'm using the backup cheap microphone. I hope the audio is okay tonight, you guys. Anyway, baby doll. You know what I forgot?
What's that?
I forgot to have a crossover song.
You know what? Let's just call it a show anyway.
You think so?
Yeah, I think more people watch our shows and they're not long.
Okay. Why don't you come on and start the show next time?
Yeah, okay.
Michael, you want to add anything? No, that's good. All right, you guys. Hey, I just want to say miigwech. Chi miigwech. Thank you so much. Miigwech. Ga bizendawiyeg. Thank you for listening. Dash miigwech. Ganawabieg. And thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language and culture and quitting weed and kind of bullying people into buying books. If you like the show, give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. You'll get notifications when we come on live. And otherwise, I will see you again. Giga wabamin. Minawa. Sweetie?
And that's one to teleport.
See you next time. Make it so, number one.
No.